Hello. I don't really know how to start this. I don't know. I was thinking of like doing a YouTube video about um one of my awful dates so far. Um, but I don't. I'm a little nervous, I would say, because usually, you always like want to make a video and like post it and like have other people like see it. They're like, oh, that person's so funny. Oh, I like her and all the other jazz, and it makes you feel like awesome. But then you get nervous because you think, oh, I'm actually doing this. I don't know how to start it. I can't even look at the camera. I keep looking at the corner of my wall right there and such. And not great. And also I keep looking at myself in the camera thing. Mirror. Not a mirror. It's a camera. Anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to talk about one of my horrible dates that I went on. So far I have 4 horrible dates so far. I say so far because one, I'm not really in a committed relationship right now, and yeah, I don't know, I just like talking about them because one, I think I learned a lesson from them, or it teaches people what to do and what not to do on dates. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably. Anyway, so continuing on the date, actually, first thing first, let me just point this out. It was when I was a junior, so I was 16 at the time. Was I 16? Yes, I was 16. I was 16 at the time, and there's this kid named Raven. I kid you not, his name was Raven, and I do question why is he called. I don't know. I can't even say that smoothly. I feel like just redoing this, but oh well. Maybe I don't know how to do it. Anyway, so his name was Raven, and um, I heard in one of my 16-year-old self been told that there was this kid named Raven that has a crush on you, and I'm like, oh, someone has a crush on me? Are you sure? Okay. So I wanted to go on a little date and say, hey, let's get to know each other. What do you say? So, at first, I didn't know who this kid was. I didn't know who he looked like. I just knew his name, and he had brown hair, and he had a crush on me. And that's all I knew. And I was like, okay. And it made me feel kind of weird because I didn't know who this was until I finally found out who he was. So when I found out who he was one day, because his friends like said, ooh, she wants to talk to you, she wants to talk to you, and stuff. And in my opinion, I thought it was kind of stupid because it's like we're in high school, kind of grow up a little bit. Don't be like one of those elementary kids. It's like, oh, I like her. Don't tell her that I like her because it's embarrassing. Ah! And then when they actually notice that they like you, you're like, oh, okay. So, and then they just do nothing about it. Sorry, I'm laughing. Um, anyway, so I finally met him, and he has curly brown hair. I'm a sucker for brown eyes. But anyway, so I go up to him. I was like, "Oh, hi, you must be Raven." He's like, yeah, uh-huh." And I was like, "Cool. Do you wanna like go on a date just to get like know each other a little bit?" And he's like, "Sure." And I was like, "Okay. How about we go and have a eat out at Menchie's?" Menchie's is a frozen yogurt place, by the way, and it's a very good yogurt place, at least so far. I believe there's probably even better places out there in the world today, but to me, so far, Menchie's is good. Oh no, there's Yoko Togo. Yoko Togo is good. And so is Cherry Berry. Anyway, so back to story. So I was like, hey, how about we go out for some frozen yogurt and such after school? Because at this time and age, I didn't have a driver's license and I didn't have a car. I still don't have a car, but anyway. So, um, And also, I decided to walk because walking is not that far. I mean, it was like 2 blocks away from my school, so it's like, hey, it's not that far. So anyway, I go there. My shoe's untied. So after school, we meet up. We start walking, and it's like, hey, let's walk. Or yeah, we're walking. Might as well get to know each other a little bit. So I asked him some questions, and he doesn't even speak to me at all. Like he would shake his head. He would nod his head. He would do like and stuff, but he would not absolutely talk to me, and it made me kind of feel kind of awkward and stuff. Um, so I didn't know really what to talk about because it was pretty much more like small talk. I was like, so how many siblings do you have? He was like, and then I was like, you have 0? He's like, it's like, cool, yeah, okay. So we get over there, and I don't know, I grab out my tree, or like, I get my frozen yogurt and I sit down, and then I hear songs playing on the benchy speaker thing. Anyway, so I was like, ha! I have to ask him something, and then he'll have to respond to me. So I was like, so what songs do you listen to? And then he looks at me, reaches in his pockets, grabs out his phone, goes on his music list, and then points it at me and makes me read it. I didn't read it because I was thinking, I was like, you're really gonna do that? Like, if you're not even gonna care to talk to me, why should I even care to even read that and stuff? And it was really awkward, in my opinion, about the date, and I don't know, it just felt weird, and I didn't want to go on another date with him because it was like, I'm talking. At least you could put some effort to talk at me. I mean, he's probably nervous, obviously, but at least talk to me. It was really weird, and that's not how you screw girls, is by not talking to them. And yeah, that's one of my first dates. Not first dates. I've been on dates, but that was one of my first awful dates, I would say. I'll probably have another video about me, with my other dates, and talk about them because they actually get more interesting. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna stop this because it's already at 8 minutes and such. And yeah, I'm really awkward at this stuff, so you're gonna laugh at me, and I'm just gonna accept that. Bye.